Saxon Algebra 1/2. Greetings, students. I always say the same thing at the beginning, don't I? Someday I'm going to do something wildly different and just blow your socks off. Here's something I'm going to say today that I don't always say. This is a fairly easy extension of some problems we've already been doing. We're just going to toss in some exponents and radicals to spice things up a bit. You'll know what I mean when you see. 47.1. Evaluate, I'll write it out this time so you can see exactly how the instructions work. Evaluate m squared if m equals 9, right? We've done these before, the evaluation problems, and then they give you a value and you plug it in. The only thing that's different is we're going to have some exponents and radicals. So remember that we use parentheses to make a bucket wherever there's a letter. We copy the rest of the problem, and then we pour our value in. 9 squared, that's the same as 9 times 9, right? 81. Oh, okay. If every problem could be so straightforward, right? Let's try another one. They all say evaluate. I'm not going to write that every time. Evaluate 4 to the x power if x equals 3. Okay, now the x is the exponent. That's a little kooky. So we write it like this. 4 to the 3rd power. And we know, okay, that means 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. And we have to multiply it one more time. And so we calculate that 4 to the 3rd power is 64. Huh. All right, do you feel good? Got a couple more, but that's all there is to this lesson. Let's try 47.3. Evaluate. All right, sometimes the problem will look a little panicky when there's a letter in it. And you go, I don't know how to do that. Well, before you freak out, put the value in. Oh, and sometimes the parentheses are confusing. So once you decide that it's not going to be a big mess, you can just put the letter, you can substitute the value in without the parentheses. Just be careful. The cube root of 64. So we're looking for a number that multiplies by itself 3 times to be 64. Well, we just figured that out. We just did 4 cubed is 64. So we know that the number times itself 3 times is 4. So we can say the answer to this is 4. Make sense? Okay, again, as we do these more and more often, you'll get them memorized that 4 cubed is 64. You don't have to try to memorize them. Just if you know how to work them, then you'll eventually memorize them. Okay, and here's our last one. Evaluate the 3rd root of n if n equals 27. Again, I don't think there's going to be any problems here with minus signs, so I'm not going to use the parentheses, the buckets. What number times itself 3 times is 27? And I remember, oh, that's 3 times 3 times 3. That's my answer. All right, so these are just evaluation problems with some simple roots and exponents tossed in. Let's look at the practice problems and see if there's any curveballs. Nope, they're just exactly like we just did. Some of them are exponents, some of them are roots. Don't panic if the variable is in the exponent because you're just going to change it to a number that'll look familiar right away. So don't let that freak you out. All right, that's all there is to lesson 47. I hope you enjoy it, and I will talk to you soon for lesson 48.